Hello everyone, I'm Phoenix Tremaine, and this is my review of How to Get Away with Murder, the winter finale. And I got it first. If you haven't done so, please take that 2 seconds to hit the subscribe button so that you can support me. And I mean, it's free shit. It just only take a second to hit subscribe. That way you can see when I have new videos out. And my more reviews, my talk shows coming out. You know, I got a lot of good shit coming, so subscribe so you can see what the hell I got going on. And if you do subscribe, thank you very much. I appreciate the support, and I appreciate the feedback. A lot of you have joined me on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and different places and have contacted me where we can converse back and forth. So I appreciate that too. So that's why I always put my social media links in the description box so you can connect with me in other ways as well. I gotta say, I actually figured out who did it way back when, but I wasn't quite sure because it kept going back and forth. But I actually figured out the whole thing, you know, without seeing like 3 episodes, 3 or 4 episodes. You know, I was able to figure out, who shot Annalise. And let me tell you how I Sherlock this shit. So let's Sherlock this shit together. That's going to be your new saying. When you got to figure some shit out, you're going to be like, let me Sherlock this shit. So the way I look at it is, I'm a writer, director, and producer. So when I look at TV shows and movies, I look at it from a writer, producer, director's point of view. And I said to myself, okay, so Annalise got shot. She's not going to die, obviously. She just won a goddamn Emmy. I mean, she's a movie star. Everybody knows her. Everybody loves her. Annalise ain't dying. She ain't going nowhere no time soon. We already know that. So this is about, who shot Annalise. And I'm like, well, first off, we got to take everybody out the equation. Because, my first thought was, Wes and Annalise has had this connection. And I'm like, yeah, he's like my number one suspect shooting her. Now, why he shot her, I didn't know, but I'm like, Wes is my first suspect. He's at the top of the list. And the why didn't dawn on me until later down the road. Then, when you're creating, I love writing murder mysteries. So, I always look at the structure of a murder mystery. And you've always got to have a red herring. So you know that whenever they put somebody out there in front of you and say, this person most likely did it, and here's all this shit, like Bonnie, you see her with the blood, and she's at the top, and she looks like she killed Annalise, and she's got a gun, and I'm like, fuck, he ain't Bonnie. They're making it too obvious. So people like Bonnie, I cut out immediately. I knew Bonnie didn't do it, and I knew Frank didn't do it because Frank is the one who killed, the girl last season. So it wouldn't make sense for them to make him the culprit twice in a row. And Laurel has no reason to kill Annalise. That's just not her MO. And Michaela, same thing. It really wouldn't make sense for Michaela to kill Annalise. And then you got Nate, they're fucking. So, and, she didn't kill his wife. She got him off, and he's still trying to figure her out or whatever. So, I didn't think it would be Nate. And also, I like Nate and Annalise as a couple. So, I'm not the only fan. Not to say that his ass won't kick the bucket down the road. But, I'm glad that, it didn't go in that direction because I think Nate is a lot of eye candy for a lot of people, and he's a good actor. And, I love when Annalise and Nate are fucking. Like that last scene where they were just fucking the last episode, and she's like, oh shit, I'm about to get dicked the fuck down. I like those scenes. And then Asher, I wouldn't see Asher as shooting Annalise because this motherfucker been out the loop since season 1. It's second half of season 2. This motherfucker finally it finds out that the other people, killed Sam. So, so it was like, and so it wasn't no reason for him to shoot Annalise. So that, and Connor, I know he didn't shoot Annalise because he's a token. He's the token gay character, and I don't think they're going to start off with another gay. They got the token black guy, the token black girl, the token gay guy. Laurel's Latino, so they got the tokens across the board, and then they got the token everybody. Everybody's a token, okay? So I'm like, they're not going to get rid of the tokens right now. So then I started thinking, well, then maybe it's actually going to be Caleb, Catherine, or Philip that shoots Annalise. And as it began to unfold more, I was like, well, no, I don't think they would go that route either, because they're still working out the murder mystery of who killed the parents. And speaking of red herrings, they're making it look like Catherine and Philip did it, but I've been saying the whole time it was Caleb. That's why Caleb showed the gun and all that kind of stuff, and I'm like, in my Caleb, they're gonna love her fucking another guy that ain't worth shit. So unfortunately, they turn out, her sex life's all fucked up. She finally gets an orgasm, and then motherfucker gonna be the killer. So I think that now that the heat's on Catherine, and Philip, Caleb's throwing the heat off of himself. So I think it'll actually turn out to be Caleb who killed the parents. What reason, I don't know. But Philip and Catherine don't seem like they're up to shit. They seem like they're in love, and they're maybe running away from Caleb. Who the fuck knows? But this is about who shot Annalise. So I took them out the equation because their mystery ain't over. So then that left me with Wes, and I'm like, I still don't see Wes shooting Annalise. I feel like he should be the one who shoots Annalise. I don't know why, but he just seems like that kind of fuck up. And then it just hit me. I said, Annalise shot herself. And I sent a text to a friend of mine who we watch as one of my clients. And I sent him a text, and because we talk about the shows we watch, and I said, Annalise shot herself. And so I even made a video before they revealed who shot Annalise of myself, butt ass naked, watching How to Get Away with Murder. And in it, I showed the time. I showed that, the date. Like, look, motherfuckers, it didn't even leak online yet. This is who shot Annalise. It's fucking Annalise. So my instincts were correct. She didn't literally shoot herself. She got, Wes to do it. After everybody said no, 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 then I'm like, this is just a part of Annalise, one of Annalise's very elaborate plans. So Asher killed Sinclair. I didn't see that coming. But Asher killed Sinclair, and they needed to cover that shit up. And he decided to kidnap Catherine and make it look like her ass did it. And that's how I know Caleb's going to be the murderer, because they're always fucking up. Since now they think Catherine's doing it and they making her look guilty, bam. It's going to turn out that her and Philip don't have anything to do with it. And then they be like, oh shit, we were helping free the actual killer. So I don't see him surviving Caleb surviving the end of the season. I have a feeling Caleb's going to die by the time this is all said and done, and that he'll be the murderer. But Annalise convinced Wes to shoot her by admitting that Rebecca was dead. So Wes shot Annalise, as I originally suspected. But also, it was Annalise trying to get anybody to shoot her. And she's like, shoot me in the leg, shoot me in the leg. Well, I used to be a paramedic. And you don't want to shoot anybody in the leg, because if you shoot them in the femur, they will bleed out within like a minute and will instantly die. So you never ever want to get shot in the leg or even break your fucking leg, because, a leg injury is no fucking joke, especially the femur. Okay, that's a huge blood supply. Bam, your ass is dead. Ain't shit nobody can do about it. So, And then the big twist at the end was Annalise and Eve. Well, Wes is about to fucking kill Annalise after he shoots her in the gut. Then he goes to go shoot her in the head. She starts saying Kristoff, 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 which is Wes's real name. And they were talking about something that happened to Wes' mother. They showed him as a kid being interviewed by the cops. And then they showed Annalise and Eve. And Eve says, "What did we do?" You know, and then it goes off. So now that's a fucking cliffhanger. That shit Scandal did, that wasn't a cliffhanger. The cliffhanger was, what the fuck did Annalise do to Wes? And we already know she's going to survive, but they needed to reset the bar. Okay, that's how you can figure out how these mysteries work of who shot who and who did what. Is that when it's all said and done, you got all the cast members on a contract. You know, they're fan favorites, so you don't really want to kill them off or send them to jail. So you got to put them in a position where they can be forgiven. So if one of them, like Wes, were to shoot Annalise, she would have to have a logical reason of why she doesn't get revenge on them, or, you know, she lets them back into the fold. Okay, obviously she's going to forgive Wes and not snitch on him, and all this shit's going to blow the fuck over, and then they're going to have to deal with who actually killed the parents. It'll turn out to be Caleb, and there'll be a little more twists and turns, and we'll probably at the end of the season find out what the fuck Annalise and Eve had to do with Wes's mother's death, if she died, or whatever the fuck happened. And that was How to Get Away with Murder. It was exciting, edge of the seat. Season 2 was going really well. Scandal, I really hope that shit picks up. Empire, I hope that shit picks up. But tell me what you think about it, you know. And like I said, like, subscribe, comment, and hope you enjoyed the review, and hope you enjoyed me Sherlocking this shit. So, see you soon.